All right, I am not going to waste any time. Kyle Shanahan, what the hell was that? You lost to the Seahawks. I know you're pretty much, well, I want to go off, but I can't. Because when Nick Bosa went out, that's when Seattle pounced.
Yeah.
Which is what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
So I can't really go completely off on that.
With Bosa gone, Seattle just took advantage of that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Seattle took full advantage. Bosa was our captain. He went out with an injury and he was limping the whole game. So you know what? I can't go off the way I want to because Seattle did what every team is supposed to do when their defensive star goes out. They hopped on it, they took advantage, and they won the game. But you want some silver linings? I got quite a few silver linings. For a team that's completely beat up, we're still only one game out in the West. For a team that's lost three games in division, this team can turn it on and run the table. It's not going to be easy because we got to go to Green Bay. They're 8-2. We got to go to Buffalo, and oh dear God, what they did to Kansas City.
Oh my word, yes.
Oh dear God, what they did to Kansas City.
Yep.
But the 49ers are professionals. They've been in this situation before. And as confident as I thought I was yesterday, and as disappointed as I was yesterday, I'm even more confident now because now you get the full week to evaluate what's going on with Bosa, to evaluate what's going on with McCaffrey, make sure McCaffrey's okay, make sure your O-line's okay, because they let Seattle get to Brock Purdy 3 times yesterday, and that's unacceptable. That is unacceptable. But you know something?
There was still a lot of silver lining, stat-wise for San Francisco. I mean, you guys went 7 of 11 on third downs alone.
Mm-hmm. So this team can pull it together. I mean, it's not like we're the Jets at 3-8. It's not like we're the Bears, okay? And we get to beat up the Bears in week 14.
Not like you're New England.
More on that later. But you know what? We're going to be good. If we don't make the playoffs, oh thee well. Are we still in contention? Yes, we are. Do we still have some pieces missing? Does Dre Greenlaw answer your question? Talanoa Hufanga?
I'm looking at this division right now, and the fact that there's 3 teams, the Rams, Hawks, and Niners, 1 game behind, of all teams, Arizona?
Arizona. So
who the hell saw this coming?
I didn't. I give credit to Arizona. They're playing ball. This is their week off. This is their week off.
I'm going to tell you right now, looking through the NFC teams, y'all going to have to run through Detroit at this rate.
Oh, man, Detroit's the team to come out of the NFC. Detroit will be heading to New Orleans unless they don't host the NFC Championship game, because it'll be Detroit and possibly Green Bay for the NFC Championship.
Ooh.
That's how I'm looking at it right now. That's how I'm looking at it right now.
Oh, that just sent a chill up my spine for that rivalry.
Oh, come on. I mean, who's playing better? Philadelphia? Don't think so. They struggle with Washington. Washington's still a wild card. And Washington is leading the division right now. I believe they're leading the division.
It's Philadelphia 8-2. Washington sitting at 7-4. Dallas and the Giants are already over at Pebble Beach playing golf.
So there's silver linings to come out of that game yesterday, and it's that kind of season. It's been that kind of season. But I don't like the way that I said it after the Rams game in week 2, that I'm frightened that this would become a trend when the Niners would grab a lead and then they wouldn't be able to finish things off. So I have a suggestion for the 49ers. Hire an offensive coordinator. Take the pressure off of Kyle Shanahan, please. and your defensive coordinator has got to go. I'm sorry, Nick Sorensen, but this defense is in shambles. I will say that out loud. This defense is in shambles, and it's got to be worked on. And it's probably going to take the offseason to work on it. It's going to take everybody. Dre Greenlaw, Talanoa Hufanga. Yatir Gross-Matos had a sack yesterday, so he's going to be huge. And I'm looking forward to next year because Bowl 60 is in Santa Clara, and we're going to host the bitch. All right?
You guys need the offseason and some help in the draft for your secondary and your front line.
Yep, we do. And
that's got to come.
It's going to come. It's going to come because Dominic Pooney has taken the right guard position and made it his own. John Feliciano was out yesterday. Dominic Pooney, the rookie, has made that position his own. Trent Williams on the left side, we know how that's going to go. It's the guard, center, and right tackle positions where they're going to need some help, and they're going to need some depth because we don't have the superior depth like we once did.
No,
not with all the injuries we've had to do.
No, and I've been watching that injury chart for you guys, and there have been times it's been 3 miles long this season.
And yesterday was one of those times. I mean, we had one of our key players out yesterday with a hamstring injury, and that, of course, was George Kittle.
Yeah. And the offense suffered.
We did.
I mean, let's just be real about it. Brock Purdy only thrown for just over $150.
Mm-hmm.
Kittle's production was shown, last night, plain and simple.
I mean, we missed Kittle in the passing game.
Kittle usually accumulates 90 to 100 yards any given Sunday.
So we had to lean
it just shows.
Yeah, we had to lean on Juwan Jennings yesterday, and Juwan Jennings, kudos to you, brother. 11 catches, 98 yards. All right, but we need to be this 49ers team for them to compete. First and foremost, they need to be healthy. They need to be healthy. We need all our parts back. And the defense is missing Dre Greenlaw bad. The run defense especially. So there's silver linings I'm taking from this, and I can't go completely off on my team, even though we know we have some parts missing. Okay? We got some parts missing. And it's probably going to take the rest of the season to get into a groove. If we make the playoffs, that's a bonus. That's how I'm looking at it. This was 2020 all over again. With all the 3 mile long injury list we had then, we got it this year. You know what? I'm looking forward to the offseason. If we make the playoffs, that's a bonus. And I called the Niners to win the division. Can they still win the division? Absolutely. Do they need to get healthy quickly? Yes, they do. Because they got to see everybody in that division one more time. They've lost to everyone in the division. Split with Seattle. We gotta host the Rams on a Thursday night. We got to go to Arizona.
Yep, that's the last game of the season, and that could be a flex game.
It could be a flex game if the Niners get their act together, and that also could be a division title game.
And let's not forget the cherry on top of our December 1st marathon. You guys got to go to Orchard Park.
Ugh.
After what they just did to Kansas City,
they're going to tear us apart. I hate saying that aloud, but I know what I've seen, and I watch a lot of football, and I know
you guys are bookending December with rough games.
Mm-hmm.
Traveling to Buffalo and then hosting a red-hot Detroit Lions team.
Oh.
Now, granted, they hung 52 on Jacksonville, but
the Detroit Lions
it's still 52 points.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the third time they've done it this season.
It might be 4 when they see us in Santa Clara. Look, I got nothing but love for this Detroit Lions team. They're going to tear us to pieces the way we're playing right now. Anyway, we'll get it together. If it takes the offseason and a non-playoff berth, so be it. Reset everything, everybody get healthy, and we come out like gangbusters next year. That's Snowman's take. What is yours?